So while we wait for people to roll in, how's everyone doing tonight? As you know, it is my birthday, and so I wanted to put it on a stream, because I haven't done that since July, I think? Yeah, it was like the final Splatfest, I think. Hey Lexi, welcome to the stream. It is birthday. This is really all I wanted to do for my birthday. Like, my mom had to remind me that my birthday was today, like, on Monday, I think, because I've lost track of time entirely. But, yeah, this is what I ended up deciding to do, and so here we are, and we're going to play some video game. We're gonna keep it chill because, reasons. It's been a while. Last time I tried to restart streaming, I did Tetris and T-spun my brain out of my cranium. So we're gonna avoid doing that a second time. And just do some more chill stuff. I hope everyone's doing alright and taking care of themselves. Hey Prinny, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the birthday wishes. So Mario Maker. I haven't thought a lot about what I want to do with Mario Maker today, other than, like, play through my own world. I think it would be a good, like, retrospective on the levels I've made. And, then maybe I can play somebody else's levels, or maybe we can make one together. I don't want to spend too terribly long on Mario Maker, but I did want to, pull it up for a bit and mess around with it. I haven't played enough of this game either. I made a few levels. It ended up being less levels than I wanted it to be, but I think at this point I'm kind of burnt out and I just want to wrap it up, say a few final things about the levels that I made, and then move on. Play something else. Finish Retrush. That'd be nice. Finish that thing that I started 6 years ago. Lots of notifications from people playing straight through the Super World. Which, that's a nice thing. You get to actually see people, like, which path people took and how far they got into it, and looks like Mario Bot played through the whole thing. That's fancy. Make a whole world, play every level in Mario Maker 2 for 8-hour stream. We're not going that long, but, man, if I could, I would. That would be a lot of fun. We got one comment, so let's see what that looks like. So it looks like out of the 37 people who played it, 22 people have actually finished it, which, fair. This level's a little on the slightly tough side. Awesome! Thanks. Thanks. Yes, thanks. Good comment. Thank you. So like I said, I just want to play through my Super World real quick and talk about each level, and then how I feel about how it turned out and all that fun stuff, and that will be the past part of the stream, we'll call it. I'd called it past, present, and future for a reason. Ooh, we've already got subs going on. Fancy stuff, thanks guys. So the way I started this Super World is that you have a choice of either going the long way, which is one level you get to the castle, but it's Skyway Metro, or you go the short way of 2 shorter levels and a little bonus over there. That's probably the only fancy thing I did with the Super World, though. I wish you could do more with these. Oh my gosh! Subs are flying! Thank you, Pranny. That's good stuff. Oh, I should probably, like, actually take my time to play through these. So this is one of the ones I made in the middle of my level making. I'm pretty proud of it. A lot of people seem to like it. It relies on this trick where you come out of a clear pipe and you have to wall jump off it. Which is a neat little thing. It's probably been used in Kaizo a trillion times, so it's not really it's not really a new trick or anything. It's just kind of fancy. Wanted to mess with it a bit. Oh my gosh, there's subs everywhere. Pretty, what are you doing? Thank you. It's so nice. Normally I would want to wait to do the subs at the end of the stream, but this is a special exception because birthday and also, what the heck, dude? Thank you so much. So, as you've seen with these videos that I put up previously, I made speedruns of each of these, and for the most part, I made all of the levels so that you can speedrun them. This being no exception. There's tons of different paths through here, and very quick shortcuts to get you straight up to the pipe in the top right. I did not anticipate the ant being there. Anticipate. I didn't even mean for that. Just ignore me. Just ignore me, I'm the one on the mic. Don't need to listen to my weird shenanigans. Just enjoy each other's company in the chat or something. But, are you still winner on the jungle one? I think you are, yeah. It's, that was a really good time. It beat my time. Get out of the way. Can you defeat these guys with this? We're about to figure out. Nope, you can't. Very carefully. Don't get hurt. Hopefully I don't make a fool of myself on my own levels. But I will. It'll happen. Still had some room for improvement? Really? Wow. That is an impressive run, then. I'm gonna have to see that one. If you ever, like, are able to record it or something, that'd be awesome, but you don't have to. So this is the quick way to get through here, is doing the wall jump and going straight into the pipe, but that's hard, so we're gonna do it the easy way. And get money. So one interesting thing is, when I originally made this, I, was considering putting a shortcut over here that you could hammer through, but I figured that would make things too, difficult to figure out where you're going. Like, you could come back the other way and then get totally lost coming back through here and being like, how did I get here? So I didn't do that. But that was almost a separate shortcut. It is called Super Block Fort for a reason, Mallow. Commenting on how blocky the stage looks, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, jeez. I saw a couple of people died in this section, but, fewer than I expected, to be totally honest. Hello? I didn't know the ant could get on the block. What? Okay. Interesting. Interesting the things that happen when you finally don't speedrun your own level and play it through like a normal person. Like that. Can I get in the pipe? Thank you. So you can wall jump up there, or you can take the other route. I like the number of routes I put in this level. Like, you can go several different ways and reach the end goal. I just hope it wasn't too much of a maze. That was my one fear making this one. And there we go. Yeah, I still really like that level. That was really well done. I'm saying really well done to my own level. Good job. Be a narcissist in front of 10 people. Yeah, good stream, Will. But I really am proud of that level. It turned out super well. Hey, Apple, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you here. You also ended up with a sub. Thank you, Brenny. Are you just gonna give a sub to everyone? So on the map, I have this little section over here where you play a little extra level and then you get the 1-up minigame. Also, welcome to Marzerobot. I have probably missed a few people. Welcome one and all. It is birthday. And so I'm streaming for the... hello. First time in ages. Can't even speedrun my own level. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Little early, but I forgot 0 counted. Let's do a little better this time. As you know, I'm a big fan of speedrunning, but I think that mostly stemmed from working on that other Mars Zero map pack. And kind of like how... So there's this map pack I made called Gravitas, most of y'all are aware. It's a map pack where Mario can't jump. And for like a week after that, when I was working on other things, I forgot Mario could jump. And so I would play the game not realizing Mario could jump at all. Having to remind myself of that over and over again. And I think what happened regarding speedrunning is that Retrush taught me to speedrun my own levels, and now that's exclusively how I play my own levels. So it seems I need to stop making gimmick map packs, because then I can't play Mario any other way. But hey, it ends up with some cool levels like Blaster Faster. It's a little short, this one, but I like the concept behind it. It turned out pretty cool. I struggled on both of them. I'm not great at speedrunning stages. Yeah, it's definitely one of those where you have to take it a bit at a time and memorize the level. You're going way too fast, you know? The blaster's propelling you the whole way, and it'll be tough to keep track of. So it's probably for the best that the stage is 20 seconds long. Welcome to the stream, Magic Pillow. Ton of people here. Good stuff. Happy to have you all here on the birthday stream. So this was like, I think this was one of the first levels that I threw together. Like, it's not one of the first levels I released, but it's definitely one of the first that I worked on. And it was just to try out some of the more physicsy stuff that Mario Maker has in it, and do some fancy things like this Goomba moving back and forth, and you have to jump in order to actually get up the thing. Because the Goomba doesn't have enough weight to push Mario. You have to jump and let him push it up. And yeah, I love the little thing that happens in the minigame, where it's just like, oh no, what's that? I don't want that! But this entire section and everything before it was here when I first made the level, and then when I came back to finish it, that's this and everything beyond here, except for the very end. There's a thing I noticed with a lot of my levels, and that's that the very first thing that I throw into the level is often the hardest one. And so I end up pushing it back and back further into the level, just so that it fits with the difficulty. And like, the very first thing I designed for Teetering Tundra here is the section at the end here we're just about to reach. And sure enough, it's really hard, and so I had to push it back and add this little section that teaches you how to jump off of bullets and stuff. And yeah, that's basically what this is. It's developer commentary. That's right, Perny. I wanted to do this with my Mario 0 levels, and I wanted to do this with my Mario Maker 1 levels, and just... Mario Maker 2 is still fresh in most people's minds. Let's do that. I think I'm just about done with the game, and being able to run through my levels real quick and take a victory lap and say, hey, this turned out pretty well. This could have been better, etc., etc. Would be a good birthday stream. So this very last section here, like I said, was the very first part of the level that I designed. Just to try out random things with the seesaws. It gets pretty hard. I am afraid that this last section is too hard compared to the rest of the level, but hey, I haven't gotten any complaints about it, so... So no more Mario Maker levels? There might be one more. I've got one that's about 2/3 done that I want to finish, but other than that, I'm starting to lose patience with this game, unfortunately. I hate to say it. But... I realized the other night, when I wrote down 5 more concepts for levels, which I'm still coming up with tons of concepts for levels, so I could play this game forever. But what I realized is, I don't have the patience to do any of them. And I think that's because I'm getting burnt out on it. Like, I remember feeling this when I was playing the first Mario Maker. And now the same thing's happening here, and much as I would like to just continue playing this game forever, I don't think I can. I think I want to move on to other video games. Which is weird of me to say, but... especially since I'm just going back to Mario 0 right now, finishing Retrush. But yeah, for now I think I'm at the very least gonna take a break and say, these 16 levels turned out pretty good. If I come back, we'll call it Season 2 or whatever, but... good. But, other video games? What? No way! The way I play video games, you'd think there aren't. But, yeah. Yeah, it's time for me to start doing other things. But, I enjoyed my time with this game. I think I said the same thing about Splatoon a while ago. last stream I did of that, so... maybe I'll come back to it, maybe I won't. Yada yada yada. This level is everyone's favorite. It's the big adventure in one level. It took me freaking forever to finish. And, this one was also based on a Mario Zero map pack, actually, that I wanted to work on. Let's see. When was it? When the Mario Kart 8 DLC came out. And there was the, Super Bell Subway, I think it's called? That track? That actually inspired me to make a whole city, map pack that's, like, open-ended, and you go collect stars and stuff across the different sections of the city. And, obviously it was too ambitious and I never did it. But... the idea stuck around for a while, until Odyssey, which had New Donk City, that's words. And, that rekindled my fire for it, but again, I never finished it. I barely started on it. I couldn't find a tile set that really worked for it. So, when Mario Maker rolled around and I figured, hey, let's see how much I can pack into one level, that map pack came to mind, and I said, okay, we're making that as one level. And it turned out. It's a lot better with this scope, as opposed to the other scope of Giant City with, like, 7 stars in it. Like, that's too much. This is just right. This only took me 30, 40 hours to make. You know. No big deal, comparatively speaking. I probably should grab the checkpoint. Yeah, you all know what this level is. This level was unique, thank you. That's really nice. I should probably get the 4 coins that I got before and come back for the checkpoint. So the thing about this section that I never really got to convey because I didn't finish the strategy guide, which, by the way, I was making a strategy guide for this level. I'll show that on stream later. The thing I didn't get to convey is that this is the mall, basically, and you have the food court with mushrooms. You get 3 of them throughout the whole city adventuring stuff, and then the bank, where you can save all the coins you've got. So, that's a thing that I never got to really tell anyone other than whoever was beta testing this level for me. You know who you are. And so, on the note of it being a bank, I'm going to go get the other coins and then come back to the bank so that we don't have to watch me redo this entire level every time that I screw up. Speedrunning this level was not fun. It took me a while, because every time I had to do it completely over again. Yay! At least I don't have to do that again. I heard this level got featured on a prominent YouTube channel. Gee, I wonder who did that. Before we go down there, we're gonna go back to the bank. Yeah, Prinny submitted it to Stephen Plays Mario Maker Mornings. Is that what it's called? I may be mixing it up with somebody else's. But yeah, it ended up getting played, and 4,000 people watched the video, and he liked it. It was very nice. Thank you for doing that, Prinny. You do a lot around here. I should promote you to moderate. Oh wait, you already are! Morning Mario, that's it. Mario Maker Mornings is somebody else's. Most of the viewers here are Stab Yourself members. Yeah, there's a few people who aren't, though. I want to give proper context for anybody watching the video in the future, or anyone here who doesn't know the weird shenanigans we get ourselves up to. So this is the bullet train tunnel. Yeah. The other reason it got featured is because it was highly rated on his website. Right, I remember that. It had to go through a whole voting process and all that jazz. I was wondering why every once in a while there would be somebody with a comment saying like, wow, this level's amazing, the creator is amazing, he should go work for Nintendo or something, which, yes, that's a real comment I got. But, I guess that would be why it kept getting a steady stream of plays, is because it was in that, backlog, basically. I'm in bed and can't sleep, so I came to be entertained. Hey, Aiden, welcome to the stream. Hopefully I don't keep you up for too long, because it's good to go to bed at a reasonable hour. Take it from me, who doesn't do that. So there's one other thing about this level, actually, that I didn't get to convey, and that's that the train is, supposed to be heading for the Mushroom Kingdom, but then it got hijacked by Kamek at the end. Which, yes, Kamek is there at the end, but, that P-switch is how you stop the train, basically, and get off before you pass the Mushroom Kingdom. Again, one of those little things that I just tried to work into the thing here. I don't know if it got conveyed very well, but here it is. Yes, good. Good, yes, very good. I was waiting around for a second P-switch to show up, and I forgot I have to hit the first one first, is what happened there. Luckily, I don't have to do the whole thing over again, because I'm not speedrunning it! So, classic Mario trick, if you don't grab these coins, then the P-switch will turn them into bricks and you can't go through the door, yada yada yada. You've all played Mario World before. Apparently Steven Plays didn't. Ah! Just kidding. He's really cool. Context in this level is admittedly vague. Yeah, it's hard to convey that kind of thing unless you, like, set up comments throughout the whole thing, and even then, if you disable comments, nobody's gonna see it. So right, I have to actually hit the switch, and then grab the next one, and then fall into the pit. Why is there so many streams I want to watch all at once? I know, right? Welcome to the stream regardless. It's good to have you here. I think it's because Twitch was down for a while, and so we all had to start all at once after that. But, obviously I'm doing this today for my birthday. That's the whole reason. Y'all know I only stream once in a blue moon at this point. I'd really like to change that one day, but for now that's not in the cards still. Maybe if I could get a new computer, that would help. But other than that... You know in your heart that WillWare is the right choice. Yes, yes, listen to Prinny. He knows what he's talking about. He knows things that I would never say about myself. Other people have to be the chillware. Let's not die again. There we go, finally. Very cool. So you don't actually have to hit the other P-switch and grab this one and bring it back if you do your coins right. I just do that because... habit? It's good for speedrunning, that's what it is. So yes, habit. There are one-ups hidden in all sorts of places. I actually forgot one. There's one over in the question mark block in the construction, but... Remember that one Splatoon stream where I shilled out your, stream in the most dramatic 2004 way possible? Yes, Prinny, that was excellent, and I love that. And it's told me that I don't do it enough for myself. So I'm glad other people do for me. Thank you. So, I couldn't come up... I don't have a whole lot of castle levels, so I couldn't come up with a whole lot other than the Link level to put in the castle here. When I did the stage for the first try, I just grabbed the P-switch and took it with me. Smart move. So this is probably my weakest level. I have done some work on it. I may re-release the levels here soon, but, I made this in 2 hours the night the Link update came out, and I already had ideas for some things I wanted to do with it, like I wanted to make a bow room and a bomb room, basically. But as it happens, this puzzle over here that I wanted you to solve with the bow, like this, you could just throw a bomb over there. And, like, fine, whatever, but that kind of makes it hard to convey, once again, that this is the bow room. So, a lot of things that were really hard to convey in this level, and then on top of that, I gave it a 300-second time limit, and most people ran out right at the end. Which, yay! I'm sure everyone loved that. I'll fix the level soon, I promise. As soon as I get this coin, which is absolutely not worth it. This might be why people took all 300 seconds by itself. Got it. That's the timeout on the first attempt on this. Had no idea what I was doing at first. Yep, exactly. Exactly. And there goes Link. I need that. Thank you. I also wanted to make it a blue side and a red side, but again, didn't really convey very well. I tried my best. How the heck? Did anyone else see that? That was weird. The bomb, like, bounced off of me or something. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Weird. This is one of those things that, like, it's a lot easier to do in the current iteration of the level. Like I said, I made some tweaks. I'm not done with it yet, clearly, because I can't get this bomb over here. Please? Please! There! Finally. So you could say this level is the weakest. Thanks, Apple. Thank you. That was necessary. I wouldn't. Yeah. Thanks. Goodbye. Yeah, that was a stream-worthy pun right there. But, yeah, it is definitely one of the weaker levels I made. There's one level that is so weak that it's not even in my Super Worlds. We'll get there. But, yeah, let's not worry about it right now. Got it. And... wow, I nailed that. Have to turn that back off, and then get out of here. When you go through one room, it switches the other room to blue side or red side, so that at least turned out pretty cool. I like the way that happened. This room, you're supposed, quote-unquote, supposed to switch the conveyor belts back and forth, but, like, you don't really even need to do that. And again, you're supposed to do the Pegasus boots here, but really, it doesn't matter. You just run across. Forgot that falls all the way down. And then there was another mistake I made, where, before I started tweaking this level, this right here was, there was a semi-solid platform here, and so these parts of the conveyor belts didn't work at all, because they were covered up by the semi-solid. Good job. I playtested this level a lot, you can tell, in 2 hours. And then the final puzzle! Which is smaller than all the others, so it makes it feel anticlimactic when that's the end. I think the reason it's so small, though, is because I ran out of doors. And I was like, okay, I don't want it to just end here. Let's do one last thing. No boss fights, though. I don't think I have I have a boss fight in one level. I'm not particularly fond of them for some reason. I just never really use them much. So here we have another one of my early levels. This is Snake and Corridors. This is the underground speedrun one. But you can take it either really slow, because the snake blocks take forever. Or you can speed past it if you know exactly how to do it. If I end up dying or something, I may do the speedrun stuff. But this level's alright. It feels a little cramped, which is my only problem with it. I don't know if that was a problem for anyone else but me. Took me 3 minutes to do the end puzzle, and seeing you do it in 5 seconds makes me salty. Friend, I made the level. Of course I can do it in 5 seconds. Also, I'm amazed that people had such a hard time with that last puzzle. But then again, I guess you do have to think about it a decent amount. I thought it was just supposed to be one last thing, like a simple little do this and you're done. Done deal, kind of dealio, done. That was words. And then, a ton of people told me that was the hardest part of the whole thing, and I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Probably not do the speedrun strat. I just did that habitually. Good job! Good job! I would speedrun all of these for you all, like, live, but that would be, terrible, because I think I took several tries for most of these when I was recording them, so you can just go watch the videos if you want, or whatever. Or don't, you already saw them, mostly. I would still like to get a speedrun of Moonshot Scaffolds, because that one is fabulous, and if I tried to get that for you live right now, it would take forever. So the snakes push the cannon here all the way down, and then lines up right in the middle here, which I thought turned out pretty neat. But if you didn't know the solution to your own puzzle, how would you even upload it? Exactly! Well, maybe there's a dev door or something. Scary one up there. I forgot how hard that is when you're doing it the normal way. And then the blue snake is also the way to get the top of the flagpole, so... Or maybe you used to know, but you forget it. Yeah, actually, I think that happened to me with Gravitas. I still want to port that to other version of Mario Zero soon. So here you're up in the clouds, and you have to fall all the way down to your one-up house, in defying gravity. I put a little thought into the super world, okay? Just a little. I kind of just threw it together, really. Oh, jeez. So one thing I love about this level is the fact that I can't read the deaths on it at all. Because you get hit once, and then you fall all the way down to your death. And the amount of time that takes varies, so... Wherever the death marker actually shows up is not where their fatal mistake happened. And so I can't really tell who died to what. So I don't know how hard this level is in which areas or not. Yeah. Got barely any feedback on this one at all from that particular aspect. I just know the secrets are really hard, and you can, in fact, survive if you lose your cape. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It took a few tries to get it to where the, holding the button would make you float faster than the auto-scroller, but once I got that, it was fun just putting together a level around it. I think if there's one thing that I know a lot of people died to, and I could go back and fix, it's this ghost circle down here. The one with the 30 coin in it that it just died to. I would put it on the right, or on the left, so that it's not the first thing you fall into. Because for most people, that opens up immediately, and that's like, they don't want to go around when they just saw that, when there's this clear opening here. And then they go into it, and then they get hit by the ghosts, and die immediately. I know that's happened. Plenty of times. So if I could move it to another lane, I would. But other than that, this is solid level. And everyone loves the ending, of course. Nice. Why do you have to avoid the Goombas too? You can stomp them. It sends you really high into the air, but other than that, it's perfectly fine. Imagine how much cooler this level would be if they had balloon Goombas. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Balloon Goombas. I like this little minigame here. Reminds me of WarioWare. Or no, it reminds me of Wario Land 4. That one minigame you do for coins. One more. Oh wait, that was the one more. Okay, good. Aslan, please add Galoom Boombas. I'm not explaining that one to anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Wow, yeah, Prinny, look at all these people. That's a lot. Thank you for showing up. This is really nice birthday. Really nice birthday stream. I'm enjoying myself so far. I hope you are too. So this was me getting more used to the more physicsy stuff and making a water-based level around it. Y'all all know what the speedrun looks like, so I don't need to tell you how fun it is, but there's also quite a few secrets. Like if you wait long enough, there's the first 30 coin. And if you manage to hit this question mark, there's a dry bone shell. Which is nice for staying high and dry. Did anything else here? Nope. Oh yeah, and there's the rain too, which I can show you the rain if you want. After I get this coin right here. So, for the most part, I made everything to where you can't see what's at the top of the screen, because that's where the secret of the rain is. Like, this spring here only goes so high, so you can get that coin and that's it. That's about the highest anything goes. And then the very last thing I did when I made this level is I added this dry bone shell. And so now you can spring, shell, and oh, whoop, there's a bunch of icicles! Forgot about that one. Not like the dry bone shell is super useful anyway, it was just a little hidden thing. Oh yeah, icicles are sentient and work for Bowser. Does anyone know what that... the context for that is? There's the Goomba hat they just added to the game, where enemies don't notice when you're around because they think you're a Goomba. But also icicles don't fall, and so the icicles must be sentient in order to tell when Mario's under them or not. Man, everything is dangerous in this series. Everything's out for blood. I don't know why I'm going for the 30 coins again. Yep, I already showed those. Sounds like the laundry's done. Anyone want to do laundry on stream? Can I get this mushroom? That's not a mushroom. Where's the mushroom? There's a mushroom here. Wasting star power. Wasting time. There is no mushroom here. Get out of here. Good job, Will. You wasted that entire star. Heck yeah, laundry! Let's go! No, see, that would require a face cam, and that would reveal my secret that I am not, in fact, a hexagon in real life. Wait, I mean, sorry, no, I have just received word from corporate that, yes, I am still, in fact, a hexagon. That has not changed. I will always be a hexagon, no matter which hexagon it is. Sorry for the mix-up. I am not human. I will not be hearing any rumors to the contrary. Oh yeah, there's a plant here. Frick. Forgot about that. That's why the 30 coin is hard to get. Please, Will, you made this level. Please, Will, you made this level. How does a hexagon shop for clothes? I'm sorry, did you say something about clothes? I have never said anything in my life about clothing. I am a hexagon. I don't need to get that 30 coin again. I just want to see what's in these question mark blocks. I know I put something here. I don't remember what it is. And if I hang around too long, I'm going to die again, which I just did. I'm thinking I should have swapped this one with Cheap Creep Creek, because this is a little hard for World 2, maybe. If you're playing the level normally, it's little tense in places. As far as difficulty goes, I think this section right here is about perfect. You've got the water and the plants, and you have to take your time with the water, but also get around the plant really quickly, so... I think I did a good job there. Oh! Didn't realize that would happen. Oh, it's a 1-up. I already hit it. And now we get to do that again. Imagine sucking at your own level, right? Impossible. Cannot be the case. I must be able to do all of my levels in one go. Every time. First try. See, look at that. No deaths, first try. What'd I tell ya? So if I actually did make a Super World, I think this would be a bonus level. It's Flurricane. See, the interesting thing about this level is that you only get 50 coins in it, but... as far as bonus levels go, this one would actually be really rewarding. You'll see why. And not just for the number of coins here. I think I specifically put 150? No, I put 120, that's what it is. Frick. I put 120 so that it's really easy. You just make sure you're grabbing coins along the way, and by the end, it's good, you're done. I really love the snowstorm thing happening. This is one of the coolest things that I've made in this game still. Very proud of this. Even if it's just for show for the most part. Do not die here, please. And thank you. This is the one place where you really use the snowstorm for anything, and that's to get rid of these Goombas, which is unfortunately kind of frustrating, because they all pop into each other, and then you can't hit the Goombas with it. Because they run into each other over and over again. Yeah. As it happens, you can give snowballs parachutes, and it looks like this. You can't give them wings, though. I would love to give wings to a snowball and, like, have to hop across the snowstorm in the sky. Unfortunately, that is not a thing. And never will be! Unless Mario Maker 3 adds it. I'm still really disappointed that that was the last update. Like, good last update, but also... couldn't we have one more? Right, I didn't add any mushrooms because... very specific reasons involving possibly jumping on top of the Lakitus. Wow, did that just pick up the shell? Incredible. Why did I do that? I almost died there! That was close. And then there's this bonus thing at the end here. Whee! But yeah, the reason I would make this a bonus level, and I wouldn't even add a 1-up thing to it, if I were to make a full, proper Super World, is 1-up. How many lives was that anyway, like 20? Can we get one more update to add 4-way paths and worlds? Can we get one more update to add several things to worlds? They're a little simplistic. They're nice, but... I would like some updates to that, please. This is definitely the most realistic snowstorm in gaming. Yeah, it slows you down and it doesn't hurt you. And also the clouds kill you. Anyway, here's the latest level. This is Moonshot Scaffolds. This is the 3D looking one. The Sky Sanctuary. Looking tower going on here. Really, really proud of this aesthetic. This is probably the best looking thing I've gotten out of this game. I think most of y'all have played it by now, right? Or several of y'all at least. But yeah, it's been getting a lot of nice comments and stuff, so very happy with how this one turned out. Even though it doesn't contain anything from the new update, this was actually another one of the earliest levels that I put together. But it wasn't the tower. I actually added the tower, like, after the Link update. Even though I'd been working on this one since basically when the game came out. Get on, buddy. Get out of here. Just want them to make Mario 2 its own style instead of the mushroom. Honestly, it seems like it should have been. It seems like it would have been if they didn't just wrap things up because of current events, TM. I guess I was pretty say something about 3D World. I'll look at that in just a moment. Let's see. I was so sure I was going to make a lot of 3D World stages, but most of the time what I wanted to do could be done better in other styles. Honestly, that's one of the other disappointing things about it. Maybe they'll address that in Mario Maker 3. See, look, I'm already looking forward to Mario Maker 3. I've been looking forward to Splatoon 3 ever since the last Splatfest. I've been looking forward to Kirby Star Allies 2, or whatever they're going to call it, since Kirby Star Allies came out. And now here I am looking forward to Mario Maker 3, now that content is done for it. Like, what? I enjoy all of these, all of the games that I've gotten to play of them, but then also, why am I looking so far ahead into the future? This is weird. I can't recall ever having done that before. Like, I'd be really satisfied with one game and I'd come back to it every so often and it would just keep me for a long time. And it's so many of the Switch games, too. Like, it's kind of absurd how many games I'm just like, I'm looking forward to this game's sequel. This game itself is fine, but the sequel could be even better. What would be the one big thing that they'd show at the start of the trailer for Mario Maker 3, to paraphrase someone's chat message? Maybe Worlds again. I don't know. I don't think they have to have one big thing. They just need to have more. Then again, I think we were saying that after Mario Maker 1. And then Slopes ended up being the one big thing. I think we'll know more, later. We'll know more once this game has had more time to settle, because we just got the last update for it. So this, I forgot to mention at the start of the section, this, starting from where the checkpoint was down there, was actually the first part of the level that I added. This was the original Moonshot Scaffold. This is why it's so weird compared to the tower area, is because it is its own thing. There's actually a secret here. If you had kept the Goomba shoe, you could jump up here, and there's a 1-up floating just out of sight. But I didn't. Listen, if Nintendo made official level creators for any of their other games, I'd be first in line. Kirby, Zelda, Mario RPG, anything. Just give me a level creator and I will be happy. Mario is fine and dandy. There are plenty of other series that I would love that for. But I didn't even talk a lot about Moonshot Scaffold there. I'm really proud of that one. It may have taken my entire Mario Maker 2 career to finish, but it's really good, and I like it, and a lot of other people seem to. You did give me Little Big Planet 3, and I have summarily played 0 of it since we streamed it. So this was the first level I put together for Mario Maker 2. This is a remake of the desert level from Retrush that I haven't released in anything yet. It turned out okay, as far as recreations go. Obviously, Mario Zero doesn't have slopes, so I kinda took some creative liberties, but... as far as, like, figure out what the engine can do, figure out how this works, what the workflow looks like in this game, and all that stuff, it turned out pretty good. You don't have the cool time thing here, or portals, or, there's a few other things missing that I couldn't add, but... I had to cut off the end because apparently the level's too long. That kind of deal, yeah. There's slopes and analysis entities, yeah, but I probably won't be using those. Probably gonna keep it as close to, Community Edition restrictions as possible, even though I'm probably going to be moving it to Allison's Entity soon. But that was Retrush, and this is Mario Maker. Oh right, the mushroom's in the other block. So as y'all know, I'm really proud of the name of this one. Cheap Creep Creek. Just rolls off the tongue. This is another one of those levels that turned out really good, except for one part that could have been refined a bit, like Defying Gravity was. Okay, maybe 2 bits. I forgot about that part. But, for the most part, I really like this level. Most people seemed to. There's just one section that's a little bit, awful. Mario Zero is carried entirely by the novelty of its concept. No way! Also, it has a level editor, which is where I got my start. I remember originally playing the first Mario Maker, people would comment on my levels, in-game and out, basically saying stuff like, wow, how are you already so good at making Mario levels? And the answer is Mario Zero. Obviously. Most of y'all know that to be true. If I can hit this thing, there we go. That's the hard part that most people hate, because that tornado carries you way out of reach, and there's this fish up here. Maybe if I had removed the fish, this would be less frustrating. Or maybe if I just didn't have the tornado there at all. Just had a fish swimming around above the piranha creeper. Cheaper creeper creeper. Something. Hopefully none of those were actual words. Mario! Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about more easily if I say Mario Zero. And that's how I've been pronouncing it for a while now, so... there. Dang, well, your level should be in GDQ one day. They already were. I wonder whose fault that was. So, here's the thing that I just remembered. So normally, you would think you would need fire to get into this piranha creeper here and get its 30 coin. But I am here to show you today that if you are small, and only if you are small, you can somersault under the mouth and get the coin. Just a neat little trick. If I can get out of this tornado, please. Thank you. Creep under the cheap. I like this little section here, even if it's fairly simple. You just gotta go up into the pipe and get around to the other side. So I haven't actually done this flagpole in basically since I made the level, in case you couldn't tell. Oh wow, I have to redo this whole thing. I forgot about that. I really could have put the checkpoint in a better place. But I put it right behind here because I knew this would be a little frustrating. I didn't realize it would be that frustrating. Checkpoint was going to be here. For a little while. And then I moved it back. Map Maker hates his own checkpoints. I know! It's like I am a flawed human being who can critique his own handiwork. When did I make this level? Was it 3 months ago? And I mean, some of these things are like hindsight anyway, and we all know hindsight is 20/20. But, some things you only learn after you finish the level. You can't have somebody there to playtest it all the time. Except for one person who has been gracious enough to playtest my levels all the time. You know who you are. Oh hey, I didn't see Opal here. Welcome to the stream, dude. Super Mario Bros. With the physics engine is worse. Yep, that's Mario Zero for you. I don't know why I put that star there. It's just a thing to recognize, hey, you got to the top of the tree when the Piranha Creeper wasn't here. Good job. And that tree is literally only there in case you fall off the pipe after you, destroy the Piranha Creeper. So I made this level optional, and y'all probably know why. Current site is 2020. You're right. That's actually true. And man, 2020 Vision didn't tell us this was gonna happen. I stole that joke from Twitter. So I've gotten a lot of, really nice comments about how long it took them to finish this level. Or if they finished this level. And, yeah. I didn't expect people to have such a hard time with it. I was actually gonna give it 20 seconds. Until I realized, there are some sections that could go a little long. Let me add another 10 seconds. Why not? Some people really need that. That level's hard. Yeah. If there's ever another Blaster Fester, it won't be that hard, I promise. It'll be an imbalanced series forever. Wow, I did have an easier time with the hard one than the easy one. Good point, Prinny. Good point. Welcome to Prickly Pass. So I wanted to make this level like a World 6. And I don't know whether I accomplished that. I think I've seen some people say this level was fairly easy for them, and some people said it was one of the harder ones, but... Okay, here's the deal. I feel like I haven't gotten enough feedback about this one to say, hey, this level was really good, or this level was really bad, but... I will say, I put a lot of thought into some aspects of it, and the secret is definitely, really secret-y. And I think I'm gonna show it on stream. There is one other thing, and that's that I can't really speedrun this level for you. I have not recorded a speedrun for it or anything, I don't have a route, I don't know how I would do it. It's a slower paced level, one you're supposed to take your time on. Here's secret number 1. Whee! Hit the power block! Money! And that's that. That was a fun little section to add to the level, honestly. That secret is mean. Yes, that secret is very mean. I wasn't expecting it to be as mean as it was. I really should have made the key to the secret, reappear if you defeat it. We'll get there. This little section was fun to add, too. It's, I wanted to mess with the vertical levels a bit more, and so I made one that you have to go back and forth as you go up, and that resulted in these little mountain things with the spikies. Hopefully there's enough time to see when there's enemies and spikes coming up. I tried to telegraph that as best as I could. And then I tried to telegraph this with the previous thing. It destroys its own block! Which was once again one of the earliest things I added to the level. Then I ended up moving closer to the middle. This is another thing I added to the level really early on. I just wanted to mess with spike balls, really. Those were such a good update. They're physicsy, and they're a good enemy, and you can do stuff with the projectile, and you can just use the projectile by itself for a whole bunch of fun stuff. I really liked this update. It made me very hopeful for the future. And then they destroyed my dreams! Not really. Y'all know what I mean, though. Last major update and all that jazz. So the secret here... I think I already passed it. Let me just explain how this works. There is a secret all the way over here in this pipe. And what you have to do is you have to get one of the spike balls to come and destroy the blocks so that you can get into the pipe. Well, obviously this one isn't it, because it's not going anywhere. And, you can't spin jump on them to, influence their physics or anything. I've had a couple people try that. Rotating pixel art. Yeah, that is a little bothersome, but I don't mind it too much. I've seen it in enough fan games that I just don't care. So you see these blocks here, and you're probably thinking, okay, I want this spike ball to roll over here on these blocks. Well, the switch to turn on those blocks is down here. And to get to it, you need to get across from the other side here. So you check out this spike, and it rolls along, and it looks like it's about to stop, and then it doesn't. It rolls all the way up the hill. So how do you get it to come all the way down here? Well, the answer is you don't. You use this thing. This guy throws little spike balls, and if you follow it all the way down, it goes down and hits the switch. And then you can take this guy the other way. By the way, that spike, you can defeat it, and it won't come back. So, if you defeat that spike, you can't get the secret. So you go destroy that one spike ball, and then you come do it again. And you're in. Secrets. When I put a secret in my level, I really put a secret in my level. Bye. This is the most sound effects I've ever put in one level. I don't really use those either. But yeah, that's the secret. And that just takes you straight to the exit, which I wasn't far from the exit anyway. It's just up a hill and then you're there. And yeah, Prinny went all around the map a couple times looking for how to get that secret, and yeah. I may have hidden that one a little too well. But yeah, now we're on to the final level, which is the second last one I made, Treasure Tower Takedown. 500 coins! I just love how intimidating that is. You get to this level and it's like, you have to get 500 coins. Where do you possibly get 500 coins? Here's like 8 coins. Here's a couple floating in. You go to grab these, and then the spike comes in. And for most people, that's their first death. There's these key coins. I'm actually going to have to end up playing this level twice, but... I'm going to have to end up playing more than twice at this rate. This is starting to sound more like a Wario level than a Mario level. Exactly! That's part of the thing I wanted to do. There's this treasure somewhere. You have to go get it before Bowser does. And Bowser is so adamant on getting the treasure, this is another one of those things that didn't convey very well, that he is destroying the whole tower just to find it. You can run all the way through that gap. That actually used to be what the speedrun strat was. So if you manage to fall here underneath this platform, there's a little boss fight there, but I jumped at the end, out of habit. Good job, me. We're gonna be on this level a little while. This is my favorite level for a while. Oh, thank you, that's really nice. Most of y'all know there was an early version of this level that was a little more unforgiving. Some bombs in certain places made it really hard to actually finish it. And some things were misaligned, and that made it really easy to run into, like, these spikes. So I had to go and re-upload it, and that turned out alright. It's definitely gotten a lot more plays since then. Like I said, down here there's a little boss fight if you fall. You don't actually have to defeat this guy, he doesn't give you anything. And so I won't, apparently. Spoilers, Mario Bot! We're not there yet! Nah, most of y'all know how this level goes. I'm really proud of the ending, but we'll get there when we get there. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna try to grab all the pink coins. Because those also get you a secret thing. Secret, quote-unquote, thing. It's not really all that secret compared to the other secret. There are actually several secrets in this level. I'm surprised how much I was able to pack in here. Drop through here, grab this pink coin, since this is technically an optional path. If you're gutsy, you can do a running jump and jump over this spike as it's, once it retracts in for a brief moment. Again, that used to be the speedrun strat until I added the other way. Then you take the spring up here, and you jump up here, and you have to go one way to go the other way. Thank you, Mr. Thwomp. For super players, as you put it. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough level. There are no power-ups because I didn't want you destroying the bricks in the tower. And there are no checkpoints because you can't put a checkpoint on a level with a clear condition. But the clear condition is so integral word. How do you pronounce that? It's so important to the level's feel. To setting the Wow, I can't talk suddenly. It's so important to the level, basically. It's... Did I really just kick that all the way through there? It's hard to jump in this little gap here, so usually we want to get rid of that with another bomb. But yeah, I wanted to keep the clear condition around because I felt it was important, and so there's no checkpoints, and like I said, no power-ups because of the bricks, and so one hit and you're dead. And so, while being a difficult level with a whole bunch of stuff going on, I also wanted to make it fair and make it so there's only, like, one thing happening at a time. Where's the other key coin? It's over on the right, that's right. You wait for these to drop in and destroy the path. If you go in too quickly, then you end up, getting hit. Why don't you go ahead first, Mr. Thwomp? And I'll head up here and grab the last key coin. Hopefully hang on to it and not have to redo this entire level. He didn't destroy the bricks. There he is. Get back here, you. Oh, jeez! And back up we go, and back around we go. Nothing to see here, folks. Just gonna run over and across and not get hit by that thing. It's a good thing we don't have to redo the bomb part, and would you look at that? Like nothing ever happened, because nothing ever did, am I right? Anyway, Mr. Thwomp, why don't you just crunch through that for me, please? Thank you. Remember when Mario Maker didn't have checkpoints? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, don't remind me. And get in here before the thing destroys you. And then there's this only boss fight I've put in any Mario Maker level. And he just hits the P-switch. And that's the boss fight. Coins! I love that so much. So I've also got this key, which will take me to a secret. Which is the very bottom of the tower where the canonical tower's treasure is. Not bad. Hey, I got the 1-up and everything. And that's all my levels. Except one. If well-developed amnesia, does that mean he's good at making horror games? I would be the last person to make a horror game. Just so we're clear, but I would accept me having a terrible memory, yes. The two circular paths plus the door look like an owl's face. It kinda does. But, yeah, that's my levels, for the most part. I think I did a good job with this game. I've had experience with the first Mario Maker and Mario Zero to back me up, but most of my levels have something unique to them. I did a good job with the set pieces, I did a good job with the structures, and the difficulty for the most part, except for stuff like Old Treasure Tower Takedown and Blaster Faster 2, but... For the most part, I kept it pretty simple, and most people are able to complete my levels, and where am I going? They rearranged the menu, and now I don't know where anything is. But there's one level that I have uploaded, but I never mentioned on Twitter, and I never mentioned on Discord, and I never mentioned on Tumblr, and I never mentioned outside of dropping it in here and not discussing it with anyone else, and that's this little multiplayer, quote-unquote, level called Mario Bros. Versus. And basically what this is I decided, what if I made a souped-up version of the original arcade game? In, like, a multiplayer sense. Like the Game Boy one. And it's alright. I made this in an evening. It was fun to do. It's a little, difficult at times with the number of enemies that appear on the screen. And the infrequency of checkpoints. So here's the thing. I'm actually not super proud of this level. It's okay. It's a level. I've never gotten to play it multiplayer. Well, I did kind of once. But I don't really know if it works as a multiplayer level, so I never really tested it like that. And I don't really know how it works as a level in general, because I just kind of threw it together and didn't really think about it too much. So I have this thing that I've never really talked about, and it's okay, I guess. Everybody's got one of these, I guess. Oh, if you wanted to try it multiplayer, you could have asked. I really didn't, though. I just wanted to make it and throw it into the world, because I felt weird one night, and I just wanted to make a level. And in that sense, it was really nice. Like, I just threw together a level however I wanted. I didn't have to think about how it turned out, and I didn't have to judge myself after the fact on how it turned out, and I didn't put it anywhere public so that I wouldn't have to do that. So it just exists. And I was able to enjoy the creative process of making it exist, even though sections like this are ultimately terrible, because those yellow pipes up there are about to start spawning a frick ton of enemies. And these fire bars make it nearly impossible to actually get around them. But I don't care, because I enjoyed making it. It may sound like I'm judging myself. By some definitions, I may be judging myself. But I am trying not to think about this level in terms of how good or bad it is, but just by how much I enjoyed making it. And in that sense, it was a success. I threw something together, it's fun enough, it was fun to make, and yeah, I like it. This was a little experiment, if you will, on whether I can just make something and it not have to be a big deal. You friended my mom on Facebook. Thought you should know. She actually sent the request. I don't know why I find that funny. Yeah, that's what the colored pipes do. They make the enemies come out at different frequencies. It's a nice little thing that gives the creator a bit more control over how difficult something is. The enemy that parachutes down at the beginning of each section has the key in it, so that's how you move on. I don't know if I got to say that yet. That was really random. Oh my gosh, I don't think there's any place where I can just put the shell and then stand somewhere safe. I think I have to, like, do a maneuver or 2 or 5. Wait, I think I remember how I did this. You go up the right side. Go all the way up the right side, and you stand here. And do that. And that gets rid of all the spinies in the way, and then you just get the heck out of dodge. So this is actually my favorite part of this whole level. This is really well done. There's all these bombs, and these things that I decided to do on-off switches instead, because I don't know why. But that bomb has the key, and as long as I don't kill myself, I did. Good job. That bomb has the key, and then you go into the key door, and we'll get there, I guess, shortly, after I do everything else in the process again. That section has red pipes, and so bombs come out at ridiculous, rates. You can't clip stuff in mod view? That's weird. Clear the path! On-off switches so the bombs don't kill bricks. Thank you, that's it. That's exactly it. I think I ended up doing something with the on-off switch at the very end based on what it was left on, but, like, that part doesn't actually matter. Wow, this level's hard. Who would have thought? I guess the other reason I didn't, actually release this as, like, on social media and all that stuff, I just left it as is and didn't mention it at all, is that, I wanted people to specifically play it multiplayer. And... oh dear. Oh, that got the key, thank goodness. I wanted people to specifically play it multiplayer, and I didn't want to, because it's less difficult that way. Oh wow, that is a lot of bombs. See you, Mala, thanks for stopping by. Because when you die, you just reappear at the checkpoint. The whole level doesn't reset, so you can just walk through the door and move back on to Section 4, for example. Like with right here. So that, I mostly just wanted people to play this multiplayer, and that ended up not happening at all. This is actually one of my least played multiplayer levels. Is it possible to just lose the key here? I don't think so. I think if the enemy drops off the sides, for example, and you can't actually defeat it, just it dropping off the side actually counts as it being defeated. So if you just wait long enough, the Spiny will walk off the side, and then you've gotten the key. Good timing on the key, thanks for popping up. That helped out a little bit. There we go. So now I'm going to wait for this to explode, and then once it explodes, I get the key, and we go in here. Check it out! It's a bonus room! It's got a whole bunch of 1-ups in it. But there's no exit. There's no exit through this room. So you get the key, and you try to go to the exit, and what the heck? There's nothing here. So you have to go back. See ya, Geppetto, thanks for stopping by. So you have to go back and realize that the walls are destructible and go through the wall. And that's the end of this level. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't actually release this one. Quote-unquote release. I did upload it. It does exist. I think 2 people have played it multiplayer ever. And, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. And speaking of really sneaky secrets... this is the first time Lexi sees the end of that one. I got all the way there, backtracked through the whole thing. This is Lexi saying this. I did not find that. It worked! I am sorry for your pain. But also not sorry at all. Yeah, I never beat it either. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Like I said, I really enjoyed making it, but I also knew it was total BS, and just never said a thing about it. And that's why. Anyway, we're going back here because I want to show one more thing. Speaking of sneaky secrets that are really impossible to find, when I make a secret, I make a secret. And so there is actually a secret in Treasure Tower Takedown. A secret ending. We're gonna speedrun the heck through this. Get all the way up to end of the level. Can't believe I made that. By the way, there's this little side thing here with a W. Because when do I not put W's in things? Oh yeah, when I put hexagons in things instead. Speedrun through the level. This is one of my favorite speedrun strats that I put in any level. If I can pull it off, this hole that I fell through earlier, you can just jump up through it with a bomb. I did this in the speedrun, in one try, as opposed to the 5 tries it took me here. And I will get it, I promise. Hexagon. It's too bad Hexagon doesn't actually have a W in it. Dun 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 dun. I can't keep time when I can't hear it. I tried. So we're going through the back way. We wait for the thwomp. There's nothing special so far until you get here. Now, if I do this right, I have to keep Bowser from actually hitting the P-switch and get him to break through the bricks. It's kind of hard, in case you haven't noticed. It's especially hard to try and keep him from hitting the P-switch. Like, seriously. This wasn't meant to be done by anyone, really. I just threw this in here because it exists. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hello? Bowser, please. You can do it. Get down here. Get down here. Hello? Bowser? There we go. Broke through. Dang it. All that way. Arg. Now we gotta do it again. But yeah, that's the gist of the secret. You have to let Bowser break through, and then you have to get up there. And that's where the secret exit is. Because, like I said earlier, the canonical treasure is in that other ending when you get all the key coins. But the true ending, or not the true ending, but the extra ending, is one where you actually defeat Bowser. If I can do this again. Alright, come on. Don't go for the P-switch again. I just need you to drop in here. You can do it. You can do it. We believe in you. We're waiting on you. Come on. Come on, friend. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. Dang it! Dang it! I appreciate that your levels have, like, lore and stuff, says Prinny. Yes. Yeah, I tried to put a little bit of story in each one. Each one is inspired by a tiny bit of narrative. In fact, this one was inspired by a tiny bit of narrative I tried to put in a level in the first Mario Maker. I think I've talked about this before, but there was a level called For Whom the Tower Crumbles. And it's a lot like this one. It starts out with you at the bottom of the tower, but Mario Maker 1 doesn't have vertical levels. So it's just several sections of going up the tower, and then at the very end, you hit a P-switch and a power block at the same time, and one section of the tower comes crashing down with a whole bunch of coins. And at the time, one person said, "Lol, what just happened?" Which, again, means that I didn't convey that it's a tower full of treasure. Whatever. It's hard to convey these things in Mario levels. They don't really give you a lot of tools for that. You mostly have to learn it through lore outside the game. And again, it's not unlike any other real game. Overwatch. Come on. Come on, Bowser. No! Do. Da da da. Do. Da da da. Oh, look! We made it up! Well, hold on, give me a moment. Oh look, we made it up! I can't believe it! I actually did it! So you grab a key and you get out of here through the red pipe. And then, at the very beginning, where you see Bowser is flying up to the tower. Good job. I can't do this very well, apparently. I need this key. This is actually very important. So you do the thing, and you get the treasure at the very top of the tower, which is those ones circling around where Bowser is. And then you come back through here with this key. And you can defeat the Bowser that appears at the beginning. I can't. I can't do it, but somebody else could. If somebody really wanted to, they could grab the treasure at the top, grab the key, and the extra 50 coin here. And the extra 50 coin here. And then defeat Bowser. And there you go. That's the canon. That's the true ending. The secret ending. You get both sets of money. Those 50 coins are actually the insurance for how, well, presumably you'd get the other 50 coins too, but those 50 coins are actually the insurance for how you get it to, you get the clear condition to say 50 coins. Because if it was just the bricks, it doesn't accept that. So I had to put 50 coins everywhere throughout the level, as many as could actually fit in order to actually beef up the clear conditions for that to work. But now that I have failed completely at showing the secret exits, I think that does it for Mario Maker. We're gonna switch to Animal Crossing in a bit, but I just want to check and see if there's any new notifications since I started playing, and there's not, which, fine, whatever. That's it for Mario Maker for me, probably for a while. Yeah, I think I did pretty well in this game. One day I want to go back and check out my levels in the first Mario Maker and do like a comparison. But for now, I think I did a lot better with this game than I did with the first one, obviously. There's more tools available, I have more idea of what I'm doing, etc., etc. And a lot of them turned out, and I'm really proud of some of them, and yeah, some good memories. That's been my last year and a half just making... No. The game hasn't even been out a year yet. It's been my last 2/3 of a year just making Mario levels. Yeah, it would be really cool to revisit my old levels. I'd love to do that at some point. For now, though, I'm going to change the title and the game. We're going to play some Animal Crossing.